Me a favor, man. I appreciate y'all for liking, subscribing, sharing. I don't want to bore you guys. Like I say, I won't be on here long, like the preachers say. But I'm going to let y'all know. Bet that with Robbie the Rockies. Like, subscribe, share. We got some great shows on the network, man. I'm not just the only one on the network. We are the network. And you know what I'm saying? I'm proud to be on the network. Now, bet that. Now, let me go get it started, man. We got some games going on right now, y'all. Y'all always catch me about 10 minutes in the game. My bad, have some little technical difficulties, but, we always bounce back. But I got a player card. It's only a few games on the NBA this weekend, so, tonight. So I got a few games. I did a little four-teamer this week. I did a little four-teamer. I got Portland playing tonight, Boston playing tonight, Milwaukee playing tonight, and Memphis playing tonight. But I did the starters. I did take Portland +7. They got Phoenix. Phoenix coming off a, little run. And, I'm like, I had to think about it. Portland is a little, they some babies. They got a little ways to go. But I did like Portland getting the points today. Bet that. And I did have some player props. If y'all can see them, I did have some player props in this game. For this Portland versus Phoenix game. They got Kevin Durant going over or under 29.5. I mean, KD, the man, the myth, the legend, brother KD. I looked at it. KD might be get a little old, back-to-backer. So I did go with KD going under 29.5. Bet that. I weighed it out. I mean, KD might go for about 26, 25. They thought they was slick. I don't see him hitting the 30 mark. I just don't see it. Then I got Booker. The reason why I don't see KD going for over 29.5, because we got Booker at over 28.5. Y'all gotta look at this. Really, 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 really look at this. One of them, they both could go for 30. You know what I'm saying? They missing a player, Bradley Beals. He stay hurt. But, I mean, they got Booker they got KD at 29, Booker at 28. I looked at that. I said, okay, it's like a coin flip. Which one would you rather pick? KD to go over to 30 or Booker? Booker get the ball more. I had to weigh this out. I took Booker to go over 28.5. Bet that. Then I always pick this Nurkic, every time they playing, he always cover the spreads, y'all. If y'all want to win some money, he always cover. I just like betting points. I like betting points. So when I looked at this, I said, man, over 14.5, he going to have dub. He going to have 17. He good for 17. Broke it down in the hood with no dreams. He good with 17, y'all know what that means. So I had to pick him. I had to take him to go over. Nurkic, that's what y'all, if you want to just do an individual bet, you betters, you got a couple dollars, man. You got a couple hot dollars. Because I know some of you bosses won this weekend on Philly getting busted in the mouth. Philly got busted in the mouth last night. Them bookies racked up this weekend. But that's here nor there. Let's stay on basketball. But I did have Nurkic going over 14.5. Bet that. Now I got DeAndre Ayton. The man come from Suns. Now he's coming home to go play. Well, that trade was kind of ugly. I felt that, he got the bad end of the trade. But, hey, you in Portland, new home. You might like Portland. You might fit in Portland. That might be something you might like. I got you going over. I got you coming with a vengeance tonight. Is that 13.5? I see you going for a nice soft 17. You'll go for a soft 17. So I bet, I put the dollar bill on it. The dollar bill brought me back 8,700. The dollar bill brought you back 8,700. The pick is submitted, man. Bet that. We hot right now. I'm telling y'all, we hot like firecrackers. Black on fire, water can't put it out. Remember that. Like I said, but I'm going to rewind this back. I did take Portland +7. I took Kevin Durant to go under 29.5. Bet that. I took Booker to go over 28.5. I took Nurkic to go over 14.5. And I took DeAndre Ayton to go over 13.5. Bet that. Like I say, moving on. Moving on to my next picks. I had the Boston Celtics and my Golden State Warriors. Now, history says when it counts, the Warriors is there for the fight. But when it don't count, and it's a lot of Boston Celtics fans in the Bay Area. As a kid, first really basketball I really seen was Larry Bird and James Worthy and the Lakers. Magic playing against each other. That's all I seen. You know, McHale, Robert Parrish. I'm telling my age now, but Boston. They got the Boston Celtics coming into the city. The city. The spread went off at 5.5. I looked at that. I say, man, Tatum, Jaylen Brown homecoming. Jaylen Brown with the Cal. You know, he was the Celtics' number one first pick. Well, not the number one overall pick, but he was the Celtics' first pick. Jaylen Brown was flying out the sky at Cal Berkeley. He used to playing around that area. Got some home-cooked food. You know, he told his homeboys where to go eat at. And I really think Boston will beat my Warriors by 5.5 tonight. Bet that. Now, I did have some player props for this game, too. I did have some player props. Now, the spread went off at 5.5, and I said, okay. I took Boston to beat my Warriors by 5. But I did have some player props in this game. Porzingis. We don't have a big man. Thanks to, you know, we're not going to bring his name up. You know, prayers go out to you. Hope you get the help you need to get because you're hurting your team right now, brother. And we all know who you are. But we got Porzingis going out at 18.5. Come on, man. That's an insult. Looney ain't going to be able to hold him. Kuminga ain't going to be able to hold him. That little rookie that we got out there ain't going to be able to hold him. That's easy money. If y'all want to bet the whole house, Porzingis going to go for dub easily. That's easy money. Bet it. Now, Curry. Chef Curry, Waddell. Waddell Curry. Waddell's. I'm calling you a name, Waddell's. Because you know, Waddell's, you got to be the warden. Sometimes you got to play warden when it comes to your team. That's your team. They represent you like you represent them. If they down, you down. And right now you got to soldier down, Wardell. You got to show some leadership, Wardell. You got to put your team together, Wardell. They got you going out at 28.5. 28.5? Curry? Not Curry. And Curry at home? Boston? They step up against Boston sometimes. So Curry, when he playing against a Tatum, and as long as he don't get hurt, but that Boston got D. They got clamps over there. Boston still got clamps, even though Marcus Smart ain't over there no more. They still got clamps. They will clamp you down. But they got Curry going at over 28.5. I take the over 28.5, y'all. Bet that. No fingerprints, no evidence. Curry gonna go on the tear tonight. He had about 6 3-pointers. Bet it. Now, Klay Thompson. Finally, in the last 5 games, you showed up. Every time I betted you, I lost money. Every time I did a player prize, we can rewind some of my shows, and I had Klay Thompson going over 17, Wiggins going over 13. They benched him, but they got Klay Thompson going over 19.5. I looked at this, y'all. Curry and Klay Thompson, they're going to step up to the occasion. They got to step up. They playing Boston. Boston is not going to lay down. They'll beat you by 40. They're not going to lay down on you guys. So you guys got to come to play. And when I say they got to come to play, I'm putting my money on Klay. Bet that. Klay go over 19.5. No fingerprints, no evidence. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Skywalker Brown. Jaylen Skywalker Brown. Over 23.5? Come on, Jaylen. Come on, Jaylen. Show me some love, Jaylen. Show me some love. They got you going over 23.5. I looked at that. I said, man, 23.5. I got to go with him and Tatum. That's my big three, my power two. And going against Klay Thompson and Curry is the power two. with a sprinkle of Paul Zingas. You know, he going to get his, and that's pretty much going to be the scoring, the big scorers. So I had to, you know, I looked at it. They will score. They will. Everybody going over the points. I'll rewind it back. Paul Zingas will go over 18.5. Too big, too much. We too small. No big man. Have it his way. Steph Curry will shoot the lights out because it's going to be a up and down circus match shooting and all the turnovers and all that. But he still will get his money. He stay getting his money. Bet that. Klay Thompson. Now, Klay Thompson's, he like, man, he tired of us talking bad on him, the critics, and this and that. He's not playing good. They don't want to give him the contract extension. They're not even talking about contract extensions. But I will say this. I'm putting my money on Klay, baby. Then I got Jaylen Brown. Skywalker Brown. I remember using Cal Berkeley flying out the gym. Got you going over 23.5. Bet that. Now that dollar bill get you 10 bandos. You know. But I mean, I don't know how you bettors bet. And now, you know, if you betting like thousands of dollars, I would tell you what's the smart way to do it is bet straight up. Because sometimes I'll be covering my behind. I'll be betting straight up on some of these games. Or some of these players, if I'm not confident. But in this, I felt confident because I wouldn't have put the dollar bill on there if I didn't feel confident. Now, bet that. Now, I do got my next game. I did pick the Milwaukee Bucks. Puffing on the same color as the Bucks jersey, if you know what I mean. But they playing San Antonio. That was easy money, you know. The spread went on like 16.5. I said, man, I don't like playing with 16s and 17s. But I will say this. They will win that game. For sure. They'll win that game for sure. And I had some player props in this game, too. I got your boy Giannis. Now, Giannis, man, he went on a tear, though, the other night. But they got him going at 33.5. That's just like saying, man, that man can just go for 30 every night. I mean, they got a guy out here in Denver, Colorado, be doing 30, you know, with the Denver Nuggets. That boy go for 30 a night. But I mean, Giannis, y'all is playing the Spurs. You might not even play the fourth quarter. Y'all might be up by 40. So you might not even play the fourth quarter. So I'm going to play a safe bet. I took Giannis to go under 33.5. Bet that. Some may not like that. Some may like that. But what I will say this. If I was right all the time, we'd be rich. We still talking. We ain't ESPN. We still talking. So bet that. But I still got Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton. Now, you the middleman nowadays. You the middleman. You got Giannis, and you got Damian Lillard with the 3 and the hoop, or Damian Lillard with the 3. But Middleton, you are the mental man in this situation. You got to get yours, too. 2 men can't do it. They need an extra man. You know what I'm saying? It's called the trifecta. The trifactor, not the trifecta, the trifactor. So you got to be a factor in the equation. They got you at 15.5. Why they got you at 15.5? You must be a factor in this circle that we got going on. So I had to take you to go over 15.5. In order for Giannis to not have 33.5, you got to have 15 because you got to have some scoring too. So I did. I weighed it. I said, okay, what's easier, 33 or 15? 33 or 15? I went with the third. I said, okay, I'm going to go with the 15 points. It's easier for a man to score 15 than it is to score 30. So I said, okay, I'm going to go with Middleton. You are my middle boy. Your name is Middleton, middle boy. You're the middle guy. You're going to score 15 points for me tonight. Now, bet that. Then we got Zach Collins. Now, Collins, this going to be our little sleeper. You know, I always got a little sleeper pick that Vegas and you bookies and you think you slick on, that be the bang money. If y'all want to put some money and get some good value out of this on a single parlay, on a single pro bet by itself, single bet, Zach Collins is your lock when it comes to player props in this game. They got him at 12.5. He lingering around 10, 9, 12. He lingering around there. I just see him having a good game. I mean, a lot of starters going to be out in the third, midway through the third. He going to have a good game. He going to be able to score comfortably without Giannis and all them in the paint trying to bash his. I ain't going to cuss, but, I almost did. But I got him going out at over 12.5. Bet that. I got Damian Lillard, town business. They got Damian Lillard over and under 27.5. The over and under is 27.5. Damian Lillard with the 3. I don't know, Damian Lillard. Ooh, wee. But I'm going to say this, though. Damian Lillard will get off tonight. I got him going for 30. If they had Damian at 30, I would probably bet the money on Damian. But Giannis is the guy. He's unstoppable. Nobody in that paint will be able to stop Giannis. But I just think it's going to be too much Damian and Middleton. They're going to get their little chemistry going tonight, and it's going to be too much. And it's going to be a long night for your boys up out of San Antonio. But I'm gonna rewind that back for you bettors. You can bet it individually. These are the picks I like in this game. You don't gotta parlay it. I just be parlaying them just to see if I can hit it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We ain't always right. But I did take Giannis to go under 33.5. I did take Middleton to go over 15.5. And I did take Zach Collins to go over 12.5. And I did take Damian Lillard to go over 27.5. Bet that. Dollar bill bring you back 8. I mean, you can't beat it with a 10-feet pole. I mean, if you want to bet it. If you really want to bet it. Then I got, last but not least, welcome back. Boy, that suspension, I know that boy been itching for a scratch. He been itching for a scratch, like they used to say back in the days. But like I said, they got the Memphis Grizzlies playing the New Orleans Pelicans. I'll still call them Hornets, but they're the Pelicans. Now, this going to be a very, 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 very interesting game. It's in New Orleans. It's the return of the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, your boy. He's back. What will he do tonight? What they did, for starters, they're giving them 6.5 points. They're giving Memphis 6. The Pelicans are giving them Memphis 6 in Pelicans. I looked at this like, man, Playboy coming back. I know they a young team. They might be excited. It might be too, so pumped to where they overplay themselves. But I don't see it. I think that boy coming on a tear. Give me Memphis plus 6. Bet that. That's easy money. Memphis will cover that 6 points. They're not beating Memphis by 6. Not tonight. Now when Playboy coming back, now Morant coming back, it's no way they will beat Memphis by 6. Bet that. But I do got some player props for this game. On this game, I do have some player props. I did take Morant to his over and under was 25.5. Sit here for a minute, y'all. I'm like, whoa, 25.5? Coming first game back? You're not even in game shape. You ain't even in NBA. I mean, I know you probably was practicing running up and down the gym, but this is the NBA. You got to come with your A game. You mess around, get hurt out there trying to overdo it and try to on a first night out, and they saying you can go over 25. You can come on the court tonight. Ain't played in months. Can come on the court and give me 25. I'ma say you the dude, but I don't believe in you tonight, man. I don't believe in you tonight. I don't think you gonna do it. I can guarantee you ain't gonna do it. They say it's 25.5. I took the under on you. I don't respect you. I don't respect you, so I don't know. I just don't respect you. So I took it at under 25.5. Mr. Morant, till you can show me something, you got to give me at least 10 games to where I know you back in full effect. Then I'm going to start putting my money on you where my mouth is. That's when you start putting your money where your mouth is, when the person is showing you better they can tell you. That's what I like. That's how I like to operate. But like I said, Morant under 25.5. Bet that. We got Zion Williams. Zion Williamson, 21.5. They disrespected Zion like that. Zion for this rise to the occasion tonight. Morant coming in his tail. Trying to bash Zion. He will bash on you. You better throw his. I don't want to say nothing right now. I don't want to be fired up. It ain't fired up Fridays. Y'all lucky it ain't fired up Fridays. I'll be fired up. Then I got Jonas Valanciunas. Over 15.5 or under. Y'all, I pick him every time. If y'all ever notice that I like, he covered the spread. Every time. It's 15.5, man. 15.5. I mean, come on now. He gonna go off tonight. I took him to go over 15.5. That's my Memphis Grizzlies, New Orleans. That was the only thing that kind of got me. Nothing else I wasn't messing with. I couldn't tell if they was gonna go over or under. But I know these three, I'm for sure. What I just said will happen. Bet that. Dollar bill bring you back $6. Dollar bill bring you back $6. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you might want to just bet it straight up. Bet Morant to go under straight up. Bet Zion to go over straight up. And bet Valanciunas to go over straight up. It's either way. Either way, if you don't like it, don't touch it. I'm just giving y'all some ideas, maybe with some bets that you was like wasn't feeling, that you was like, damn, I don't know. I didn't know which way to go, but you kind of gave me the angle which way I should go. I'm going to go with you. You'll know. Now bet that. Now, I do got a little bit of college basketball. Tonight's college basketball going on tonight. You know, I do it like a little college, you know, my little bet that college basketball. I got a couple games these are the locks that I looked at. I was like, man, these for show locks. I mean, I'm saying for show locks. In college, I can't lose. But it's always an upset. And I'm going to tell you this when I get to it. But I'm going to get to it right now. I got Wright State to win. They're playing Miami, Ohio. Wright State to win straight up. Bet that. I took Foreman to win straight up. Now, here we get here. Now I get a little tricky. Bron's son and them, USC. They got USC playing Alabama State. They should blow them out by 40. You know, they ain't even the same college caliber. But you can't count out our brothers up out of Alabama State. They gonna come fighting. And they playing against Bron's son. Oh yeah, you know, anybody that USC play this year gonna have problems. USC just lost to somebody that wasn't even good. They lost somebody that wasn't even good. And they're 17.5-point favorites. I just looked at this right now. I may have made a mistake. I should have took Alabama State, but Alabama State. If I was you guys, I wouldn't mess around with this game, but I did. I did take USC to win by 18. Now, I wouldn't say bet that, but that's what I did, so I'm going to say bet that. Then this Indiana University. This is Indiana University. Indiana is known for basketball. Hoosier State, Hoosier Towns, all basketball. Some of the top basketballs come up out of there. Basketball players that come up out of there. You know what I mean? And some great players. So I had to take Indiana to win straight up. That was just some safe bets. If y'all want to put a few dollars on it, I mean, I didn't put nothing really major on it. I just put, just a few hot dollars on it. I put $1 bill, brought me back 2 bands. I mean, it wasn't nothing. I didn't see nothing that I was really interested in college basketball tonight. It wasn't really no good games, no premier games. It was just something that, I liked for Bet That. This was my Bet That picks. I do got some picks as well. But I'm going to run that back by you again. I did take Wright State to win, straight up. I took Foreman to win, straight up. I took USC minus 17.5 to win. I took Indiana University to win, straight up. And I forgot, I do got Butler. This is a game right here. I do got Butler playing Georgetown. Now, normally in the Big East, when you're in the Big East, Georgetown back in my days was known for powerhouse. Shout out to my boy E. Mims. He the only Georgetown fan I already know that stuck by Georgetown. My boy E. Mims, my cousin, man. He stuck by him, so the King, I shout out to you, the King, because you're a Georgetown fan. But I'm not betting with y'all today. I'm taking Butler. Bet that. For sure. No fingerprints, no evidence. You got to take Butler to win straight up. Butler got to beat Georgetown by like 12.5 points. Georgetown is not like they used to be. Thank God they got rid of Patrick Ewing. I know y'all was glad they got rid of him because he stunk up Georgetown. That's his out of modern. He stunk it up. But I mean, maybe y'all get to the tournament and make some noise this year. We don't know. I haven't been watching college basketball much. But I did see these teams, so I was like, man, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But that's my college picks for the night. If you college bettors, some of you guys might bet college basketball. Them are some of the games I liked in college basketball. So that's something I like. Now we do got a little hockey. I know you little hockey guys. My little partners be calling me like, man, you know a little bit about hockey. You think you know a little bit about hockey. I couldn't tell you no players on the team, but I can tell you the teams I like and the teams I stay betting on. And I'm always bet on my Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm just a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. I don't know why I like that team, but I like Tampa Bay Lightning. Just maybe the uniform or something. I'm going to go out there. Man, if anybody want to buy me something, buy me a Tampa Bay Lightning hat or a Tampa Bay Lightning jersey or something. I want one of them. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then I got going on Boston Bruins. Known for championships, known for winning. Boston, everything Boston tonight, huh? Everything is Boston. I put my money on the Boston Celtics. Now I'm putting my money on the Boston Bruins. -1.5. Bet that. Then I got the Buffalo Sabres. Now, I bet these teams, if y'all ever notice, I always bet these same teams when it comes to hockey because they've been hitting. But I narrowed it down. I'm like, okay, 6 teams and 5 teams. One of them going to always knock me off. So I just start doing pick 3s. So when I do hockey, always got a pick 3 for you. I call it pick 3. It's my pick 3 of the day. And my pick 3 bring me back $7,000 off a dollar bill. Can't beat that with a 10-feet pole, which is pick 3. So if you bettors want to go bet, you ain't got to bet $1,000. You can bet $50. You can bet $25. You can bet $5. You can bet 10 cents. It don't matter. These are some little locks I got going on with bet that how I operate, what I like. So I'll run that back by you again. That's my NHL for hockey. I'll run that back by you again. My card is Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay Lightning. I got the Boston Bruins to win by 2. They got to win by 2, so it's -1.5. I took them to cover the spread. Boston, and I took Buffalo to cover the spread. Check me out. You can check it out tomorrow or the night before the nightfall. That will hit. That's my 3-teamer for the dollar bill. 7,000 back. Can't beat that with a 10-feet pole. The pick is in. The pick is submitted with Bet That. When I bet that change, because we betting change right now, trying to get on some the means. But now that's NHL. Then I got like last but not least when it comes to I got some college football going on. My college football, they got Marshall playing University of Texas and San Antonio. They got them San Antonio -8.5. Now, me, man, I got to talking to my cousin. He sent me something. I got something for y'all. I'm gonna do after all my shows, after every show. But before I do that, I looked at this game, We Are Marshall. And I was sitting there like, I seen that on the TV screen, like the movie, just doing some movies. Right when I was doing that, and something told me to pick Marshall. Now, I don't know. I haven't really seen Marshall this year. Now, I haven't even seen none of these. These 2 teams I really even pay no attention to. They're not there like mid-majors, so we don't, they play the Toledos, the Akrons, the Miami Ohios. I don't even, that's where the money at. A game like this is where the money at. I put a dollar bill on them. Dollar bill, you know what I'm saying? You bring me back $800 plus a plus 800 piece. I took them get 8.5. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they win by 7. Maybe they win by 10. But that was my pick for Bet That. Now, I always do me and my cousin. He always give me a pick 500. I always end my show with a pick 500. Now, my pick with a pick 500 is not straight football. It's not straight basketball. It's a parlay card with a mix of all different things. It could be golf, hockey, tennis, all on one card. And I shout out to Pick 500. And the Pick 500 this week, we're going to take the Boston Bruins. I just said it. The Boston Bruins -1.5. That's a for sure lock today. Now, I went with Marshall 8.5. But they saying, but Pick 500 told me, say, man, it's not going to happen. You picked the wrong player, but that's okay. I picked the wrong team, the wrong players. So, but hey, he says University of Texas, El Paso, San Antonio, whatever they is, gonna win. Look, look, it's University of Texas, San Antonio. I ain't know he even had a football team. But Pick 500 say you know about him. Pick 500 did his research. He analyzed it. He told me, he said, man, say, cuzzo, we got to take University of Texas, San Antonio, -8. That's the lock of the day. So you batters. Bruins, if you do hockey, Bruins, go put your bread on the Bruins straight up. Then we got Indiana State basketball. Now this Indiana State basketball team been covering the spread. He's right. I've been watching them. He's right. Pick 500. You right. You right. Indiana State -17.5. I know that y'all might be scared of that 17.5, but we ain't. Pick 500 did the analysts. He did everything, the analytics. What you call it? Analytics. He did all the analytics on it. He seen it. He looked at it. He done it and locked it in. So you lock it in as well. Indiana State -17.5. Bet that. Then we got Memphis Tigers. Come on. I mean, Memphis -3.5. They playing Virginia. Now the ACC, always known for powerhouses. Virginia. Now I got you Pick 500. He took the Memphis -3.5. He liked Memphis. He says the lock of the day. You want to bet it straight up? You can bet it straight up, or you can put it in the Pick 500 parlay. We just giving you a Pick 500 parlay. You might want to put a few dollars in this on this thing. Then we got Phoenix Suns -7 to the Portland Trailblazers. These are for sure locks. I don't know you bettors. If you really want to make some money today, just a few. You can bet these straight up, or you can parlay it like I parlayed it. Pick 500. Say, man, parlay it. This is my Pick 500. This is what I want you to. This is what I want you to go with. So I'm gonna go with this Pick 500, and I'm gonna roll it back. Pick 500. It's Boston Bruins -1.5. Bet that. We got University of Texas, San Antonio -8. Bet that. We got Indiana State. That's basketball. College basketball, balling, -17.5. Broken down with no hood, no dreams. We might win by 17. That half gonna break us down, and we ain't even gonna have no dream. Bet that. But we got Memphis -3.5, and we got Phoenix Suns -7. Bet that. Now, like I said, I could be, if I was rich. We wouldn't be talking right now. I'm not always right. That's what I do. That's what I felt this week. That's what I felt this Tuesday. That was on my mind. That's the homework I did, and that's what I came across. I can't win them all, but sometimes I can. I'm hoping I can get on this little hot streak, so you know what I mean. Y'all can start, some of you cats that say y'all be winning money, man. Y'all need to send me some money, man, because y'all winning all the money and ain't sharing the wealth. No, I'm just playing. But now, no, I'm not. No fingerprints, no evidence. Now, bet that. But now, till next time, I'm Robbie the Rocket. Check me out Friday, 5-ish, on our network. We're going to be fired up for Fired Up Fridays, getting this Christmas spirit. Love y'all. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.